everybody, welcome back to school to learn about our city of Seattle. I'm Mr. Silverman from room 103, and I'm going to be teaching the lesson today from I Know My City of Seattle, part 2. This is book number 2. Before I begin, I just wanted to greet all the other classes. Room 171, nice to see you, thanks for being here. Room 104, a pleasure to have you with us. Room 103, thanks for being here in Seattle during our City of Seattle work. And room 102, I'm glad that you joined us. Thanks everybody for being here. I believe I'm the last teacher looking at this book, I Know My City of Seattle, part 2. And so the first part, I just wanted to do review, where we look through the book and see the other work that other teachers have already done. And so right now, I'm just going to open up my book and look through work that other teachers have done before. Ooh, like this page, talking about the United States, the state of Washington, how you live in King County, how you live in the city of Seattle. Right now, on your page, add green lines for third grade words. The word is live, and that's in each of the sentences. I'm just going to underline mine one more time. That's the word live, and then that word live. Oh, here it is again. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. And then, for first grade words, you're going to need this orange marker. The word of is a first grade word. And so right now, underline that with orange. And then see if you can find other places where the word of, oh yeah, right here. And then here it is right here. Of. And I think there's one more. Yeah, right there. And then now that all of those words are standing out to us a little bit more clearly, let's read this page again. I live in the United States of America. I live in the state of Washington. I live in King County. That's our county. I live in the city of Seattle. I live in the neighborhood of Bryant. Let's read that sentence one more time. I live in the neighborhood of Bryant. Okay. And then here's a page that you did already, where you cut out pictures, and then you wrote your own words. International District, that's a picture from that part of the city. Baseball, oh, and here's a picture of Safeco Field. Ferry, picture of the ferries, a ferry that you can take. And Pike Place Market. Here's a picture of Pike Place Market. Then here's the Seattle map page. This is a page that you looked at before. And then over here was where you wrote different words connected to the map page. Like Space Needle. Ooh, that's going to be something we teach today about that structure. Hike, an activity that you can do nearby Seattle is to go for a hike. Gum wall. Ooh, that's right here on the map. Bike. Oh, if you can see the bike on, there's several bikes actually. Just a couple of them here. One here. Oh yeah, just a couple. That means 2. That's a way to get around the city. And Mariners, the name of the baseball team that plays at Safeco Field, Seattle Mariners. This is a page that I'll be teaching today about the Space Needle. And I actually have some other pictures of the Space Needle to show you today too. And this is some work that you did before, where you talked about different ways to get around the city, like the light rail, or the metro bus, or the tunnel, or taking a bike path. Those are just some of the ways to get around the city. And like I said, this is a page that I'm going to teach, the one about the Space Needle. And then turning to the next page. Next, we're looking at these two pages, and I'll be doing some teaching in here. Finding some words to go in this sentence. And then on this side of the page, then we're going to be doing some sound spelling. I'm going to get you started with sound spelling, but then of course, please do more sound spelling once we're done. I'm just going to show some. And then this page that I will show later, I believe there's just one more part to teach. Right now, please turn your pages until you get back to the Space Needle page. Right here. And this is going to be my first page that I teach today. Tools to have nearby. Right now. Tools for underlining kindergarten words and first grade words. So red and orange. Crayon or marker, your choice. And then purple for purple punctuation. And then there's some other colors you're going to need, but I'll teach about that in a moment. This is a picture of the Space Needle. An important structure in Seattle. And I'm going to be doing some teaching. A lot of it is about measurement and size. But also, a lot of the information I'll be teaching today is also going to be about the history of the Space Needle. The Space Needle was built in the year 1962. At least that's when it opened, for the World Fair. It was a significant structure at that time. And when it was built, at first, over 20,000 people came to visit it each day. Before 1962, when the Space Needle was built, Seattle was not a city that a lot of people knew about. But the World Fair brought more attention to the city of Seattle. And the Space Needle was built as a part of the World Fair. Right here, I actually have an official coloring book from the World Fair in 1962. Right here, that's a picture that shows what the Space Needle actually looked like at that time. Right now we're going to do some measurement thinking first. So thinking about how tall the Space Needle is. Because you might have walked by the Space Needle and thought, oh, that's a very tall structure. But today, I want to give you some information so that you know exactly how tall it is and can tell other people that. Right now, I'm going to talk about how tall the Space Needle is from the bottom, or the base, all the way up to the top of the radio tower. From the base of the Space Needle to the top of the radio tower, and I'm just going to make a line to show the top. That height is 605 feet. 605 feet. So right now on your page, you can make a small line there to show that you're showing the height to that point. And then write the numeral 605. Then you need a math symbol. That's this one, and that means feet. From the base of the Space Needle to the top of the radio tower. From the base of the Space Needle to the restaurant area right here, which maybe some people have been to. If you've ever been to the if you've ever been to the restaurant in the Space Needle, then please wave to the camera right now. It's called the observation deck. To the observation deck, it's 520 feet from the base of the tower to the observation deck. So right now, make a small labeling line, to show that that's where you're measuring to. And then write that numeral, 520 feet. That's that math symbol. To the observation deck. From the base of the tower, if you were to walk up it using the stairs, most people don't do that. Typically, people just use the elevator. But if there was an emergency, people would need to use the stairs. From the base of the tower, it's 848 steps. And so right now, I'm just going to draw steps kind of like that, so you can see. And then beside it, please write the numeral 848 to help you to see that it was 848 steps from the base to the observation deck. Making sure that you have all those pieces already added right now. And then, to attach the Space Needle to the ground, they needed a specific type of bolt. They needed to use bolts that were 30 feet long. You know the Space Needle's heavy. I'll talk about that in a moment. To attach the Space Needle to the ground, there are bolts. I'm just going to draw a bolt right now. Kind of a rectangle shape, and at the top I'm just going to add a slightly wider rectangle. Then diagonal lines like this to show a bolt. And then beside the bolt, I'm going to make a hexagon, because that's what the bolt looks like when you're looking at it from above. To secure the Space Needle to the ground, they used 72 30-foot bolts. So first let's write the amount of bolts, 72. And then we're going to write 30-foot bolts. Bolts that were 30 feet long. So write that numeral 30. Then the math symbol to show feet. Then we're going to write the word bolts. B-O-L-T-S. And if you go to the Space Needle, then you could look around to see if you can find the top of a bolt that looks like this. That's securing the Space Needle to the ground. The Space Needle weighs 3,700 tons. And so I'm going to show you how to write that numeral. That's a heavy weight. 3,700. And then I'm going to write the word tons. And so then today, so far, you've learned about the height of the Space Needle to the top of the radio tower, 605 feet. The height of the Space Needle to the observation deck, 520 feet. The amount of steps from the base of the Space Needle to the observation deck, 848 steps. You learned about 72 30-foot bolts securing the Space Needle to the ground, and that the Space Needle weighs 3,700 tons. Beside the Space Needle, please make a symbol that looks like this. This is the dollar symbol. When the Space Needle was initially built, it cost $4.5 million in the year 1962. And then let's write that. 4, 5, 0, 0, more zeros. 0, 0, 0. $4.5 million. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. A large amount. When the Space Needle was initially built, it was built with 3 colors in mind. The color of the legs of the tower were astronaut white. The color of the core of the tower was orbital olive. So right now, take out your green crayon for coloring. We're going to make the core of the tower the original color, which was orbital olive. So I'm just doing that right now. Careful coloring, not scribbling. Excellent. And then, the color of the halo was re-entry red. Then right now, take out your red. We're just going to color the halo part right here. That part is red. These are the initial colors of the Space Needle. And then, the color for the top was Galaxy Gold for sunburst and pagoda roof. And so right now, I'm going to use kind of yellow and orange to make the color gold. Kind of both colors. So yellow crayon, some orange too. Kind of make that a gold color. And then now, your Space Needle is a realistic color for what it looked like when it was first built. Excellent. So that's the work on this page. And now we're going to turn to the next page. And so, you already looked at this work right here. Turning your page, and you already did some of the work here. And now you're just looking at this page right now and trying to find things that you can recognize. Here's some pictures of the city, or the Space Needle. Ooh, and in this one you can see the blue angels flying behind. That's something that several Seattleites, people from Seattle, have seen. And then coming back over, we're looking at pictures here. These are all images or things that you might see in Seattle. And then at the bottom, there's some word work to do. This sentence says, read it with me if you know how. Look, these are from city of Seattle. Look, right, of course, that's a capital letter because that word is always capital I. Look, I can see, right, because you're looking. Kindergarten word see. You know how to write that. Look, I can see. These are from city of Seattle. Right, yes. The or the. And so this is the word work for this beginning of the page. Look, I can see. These are from the city of Seattle. And then right now, just looking at the pictures. Ooh, we have some extra word work we still have to do here. There are some kindergarten words in this sentence. See if you can find some kindergarten words. I'm going to give people a moment to look. Right. There are several. First, of course, you saw the word I. Underlining that right now. And the word can. Underlining that right now. Underlining the word, right, see. Ooh, those three in a row. These are from the city of Seattle. And then there's some first grade words in here. Like the word of, which we saw on that page before. And the word are. That's one that we've seen before too. And, also, the word from. That's also a first grade word. And as we're looking, look, that's another first grade word. Ooh, several first grade words on this page. Then, purple punctuation. Curvy comma after the word look. First grade word look. And purple punctuation period at the end of the sentence. And now let's read this sentence again. Look, I can see. These are from the city of Seattle. Then right now, looking at this picture to see what you notice. Different objects, different items, and things that are connected to Seattle. And then over here, we're going to make a list of words that we know how to sound spell. So, for example, if you think that you see a fish right now, looking with your eyes to see the fish. Oh yeah, right there. Then, that's going to be the first one I show how to sound spell. So coming over to your sound spelling list, you found the fish. You can write the numeral beside it to help you to see. That's the one that you found first, and circle it so it stands out. Now you're writing the word fish. First sound in word fish, f, f, right, yep, F, I, fish, right, yeah, short I sound. And the last sound, fish. Yeah, right, ooh, yeah, people knew that. S and H. When you put those two letters together, they make the sh sound, like in fish. Next. Looking to see what comes next. Oh yeah, the wheel. So then right now, putting numeral 2 right beside it and circling it. And then coming here to sound spell wheel. First sound, w in wheel, right? W. And then there's several ways to spell the long E sound. I'm going to show you E-E. We. E-E makes the long E sound. Wheel. Oh yeah, right, L. Fish and wheel. And then looking till you find the donut. Right, yeah, yeah. Numeral 3 and circle it. Then come back to this numeral 3. And then we'll spell that word, donut. Donut. Okay, yep. And the next sound, donut. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. U. Donut. Yep, you heard the final sound, which was T. Then read that word. Donut. Oh yeah, right. Ooh, excellent. Then next, looking around until you find the jet. Oh yeah, right there. Numeral 4. Dot after, and then circling. Then come over here to write that word jet. First sound, J in jet. J. J is a hang down letter. Next sound, jet. Right? Short E. And then T. Four words that we did so far. You can do more, but I'm just going to stop there. We looked and we found fish, wheel, donut, jet. And there's several other spots below for you to keep adding if you know more other ones. And then we're moving right here. This is the last page. And this is the Seattle song. People have already started looking at this page. I'm going to sing the song until we get to the part where I'm teaching right now. The bluest skies you've ever seen in Seattle, and the hills the greenest green in Seattle, like a beautiful child growing up free and wild, full of hopes and full of fears, full of laughter, full of tears, full of dreams to last the years, in Seattle, in Seattle. Ooh, beautiful song. Then we're just going to add some details right now. Above the word dreams, we're just going to make this shape. And this shows kind of the idea of somebody thinking or dreaming. Full of dreams to last the years. Oh yeah, and the year this year is, yeah right, 2021. And then above the word Seattle, making a picture of the Space Needle. You've seen it before. Making that picture above each word you see where it says Seattle, like I'm showing right now. Then last place, underlining kindergarten words, to, and the, in and in. Underlining first grade word, of. Ooh, very beautiful. And then that's the Seattle song. Excellent. And then that completes our work in this book. Whoa, okay. We've had a very full experience looking at all of these different pages about Seattle. And then today, we looked especially at this building, the Space Needle. And now next time you visit, you can tell your family or anybody you're with the facts that you now know. So try to remember those. Anytime you see it, then you can say that, and you can think about all those facts. It was wonderful to see you all again today. Thanks for spending time to come back and do this work, and I look forward to seeing you again in the building in school. It's always such a treat. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.